this is going to be an insane review. What I do for you guys. I'm up to my neck in Sony headphones, and I want to make sure before the new WH-1000XM4s from Sony's come out that we know what options we have in the market today from Sony. Hey out there, it's your boy Gadget Fox back again in another video. Now, I know things look pretty different. I'm not in my home office. Part of my job, my day job, is traveling. And regardless of what's happening out there, my work decided to send me out and to do my thing. So I'm here actually talking to you guys from my hotel room. So today I'm going to review the WH-1000XM3s. I'm also going to review the WH-XB900Ns and then also the WH-CH700N. Now I want to take you guys through a closer look through each of the headphones. Now if you're familiar with Sony headphones, they try to design the headphones to be slick, to look more than what they actually cost or you paid for. Okay? And each of them do a very good job at looking like great headphones. Let's take a look first at the WH-CH700N. Now, because this is Sony's more affordable option in its noise canceling line, you can see that the buttons are not as flush or as slick as they normally would be like on the other headphones. Let's do a walkthrough. Here you have the power button, a very clicky power button, a micro USB port, an input 3.5, so if you decide to use the headphones with your smartphone and not use the battery for noise canceling on the headphones, you can use your 3.5 millimeter wire or jack that comes in the box. Here you have the push button for the noise canceling, and then on the other ear you have the volume rocker down and up, and then you have the multi-function button where you click forward to progress a track, press back to move a track back, or pause or take a call by pushing in this button. As you can see, the buttons are very distinguishable, and you'll probably have an easy time navigating through each of the functions of the WH-CH700N because they protrude out of the headphones. Now let's move up to the WH-XB900Ns. Let's put these to the side. Now here's where you start seeing the design language take on that smoother, sexier approach that Sony normally or is very good at doing. For example, let's do the walkthrough here. Now, the custom button is the Google Assistant or Alexa function here on the headphone. You have your power button with the small light indicator, and here's a big difference right off the back, a USB-C port. Then you have your 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, so if you decide to just plug it straight into your smartphone and not use the Bluetooth. Let's look on the other ear cup. Nothing. Why? Because this step up allows the function of controlling volume and skipping the track with just swiping up and down the side of the headphone. Now, the previous headphones, the WH-CH700Ns, came in at $129. These are going to bring you up to $249. You see the difference here. Now, let's go to my favorites, the WH-1000XM3s. And you can tell Sony knows they did a good job because it's been more than 20 months since these headphones last came out. Let's do a walkthrough real quick. Now, you're going to see some of the similar design principles on this headphone. Here you have your noise canceling and ambient. Also, this button is also used for your Google Assistant or Alexa support. You have your power button, your input 3.5, and then on the other side, USB-C. And because you don't see any of the volume or call buttons like the cheaper version of the Sony headphones, this also uses the swipe up or swipe down, swipe left, swipe right to control volume and track progression. Now, they did a great job with this. And this is why it's pretty hard for me to know what Sony can do to take this one down. Let's take it up above and show you the differences, or let me explain the specifications for the headphones and what may be coming out with the 1000 XM4s.
Other than price, some of the key differences with the CH700Ns from the other headphones is the 35-hour battery playback option. Also, the quick charge option on these headsets, it's only 10 minutes through the micro USB, will give you 1 hour of full playback. The driver is measured at 1.57. Bluetooth on the headset comes in at 4.1. Not having that ability to connect multiple devices at the same time, just limiting you to either your laptop use or either your cell phone use. Now with the XB900Ns, the more pricier option, the key difference between this headset is its extra bass, which I have to say comes in very clear and not muttered. Now you do get a reduction in playback time from 35 hours to 30 hours, still having the same quick charge option, but this time through micro USB-C. 10 minutes will give you 1 hour. Now this also has the updated design of it being slick and also compact and foldable, so that it's just as similar to the 1000 XM3s. Not much is needed to be said about the 1000 XM3s. They've been popular in the market and have been a favorite of mine since I purchased them. But just to run down through some of the specs, like I've mentioned before, this is a USB-C charged headphone with 35 hours of playback. The difference here between the first two and this one is a 10-minute charge will give you 5 hours of playback. You don't know how handy that has come in for me many times throughout my travels. Of course, it has the noise canceling processor QN1, which creates one of the top of the notch experiences out there with noise canceling. Also, it still supports DSEE-HX and LDAC, something you're not going to be finding in the first two options. And again, with the Bluetooth 4.2, the transmission of information is going to be smoother and better, but yet still lacks the capability to support multiple devices at the same time.
Many of you may be asking yourselves, why am I reviewing all three of these headphones now when they've been out for a long time? Example, the Sony 1000 XM3s, I've owned them for over 2 years. Well, it's because Sony is going to make their official announcement for the Sony 1000 XM4s on August 6th. And if you've already been on YouTube, you've seen the official leak, the commercial for the 1000 XM4s. So I thought it would be a perfect time to give you guys the opportunity to see what other options are already out in the market that are provided by Sony. It's best to make our decision to upgrade or to get the latest when we already know what's out there for us.
Most of you may be aware that Sony just made their official announcement for the 1000 XM4s. I've purchased them. Stand by for the review.